So like, for the past 4 days, I've not been going to any of my classes. I just don't feel well, and also because like my body is a cramp still, thanks to fencing. But also, yeah, the auditions email was sent out last night, and I know what I was doing. I just spaced out for 8 hours, and then I binge watched 3 movies in a row. One of which was Peter Pan again, because let's be honest, it is the best version. And the only things I ate the whole day was like a massive pack of chocolate, which I spaced out, and like 2 small bagels, and that was it. But I just didn't feel motivated to go downstairs and cook something. But anyway, yeah. But the cast list came out, and I made an ensemble. And so this morning I've not really done much. I was just lazy down my bum, in my bed, until like 2, and now I have to quickly make noodles in like 15 minutes and run to my first class, and I've got an hour break, and then I have to read auditions. Well, I have to read a script for like 3 hours, but the thing is, I'm not an actual character. I don't think I'll have much lines, and then I have a jazz night. I guess you could say I did make the class. It's literally just ensemble, so I'm pretty sure I will not have any speaking role whatsoever, but I will be on stage and I will be part of the dancers, so I guess that's sort of a win as well. But yeah, I mean, they could have like literally just cast me as a character, you know, but whatever. I've got about 10 minutes to get my ass to the lecture room, and obviously that's not gonna happen because I still have to eat this and it's hot. So I will be at least like 20 minutes late. Just my bar shift, and now I gotta go to Lidl. But first I have to dump my fencing equipment, and I also think I have blisters. Oh yeah, I also lost my MIDI hieroglyph ring on the shift. I have no idea where it went. I could have binned it, it could have slipped in the ice. I genuinely do not know. But yeah, very sad. Hey, it's not that messy. I expected worse after championships away, after a game away. But for some reason someone keeps putting these here, and now I have to move them, and they're very heavy. Don't know why this always happens when I don't need it, but it's Saturday and I came to work an hour too early again. Like, I just don't understand how my brain didn't, like, I read the time, like how did I just read the time wrong? But like a full hour wrong. But anyway, at least now I have time to eat as a breakfast. Okay, so I'm in work right now, and the thing is that the boss has this like new rule where you basically have an hour lunch break, which is good. However, the bad news is it's obviously not paid, so you only get paid like 4 hours of work. And now he's going to cut down the hours, so we're gonna start from 1, so we're gonna be paid even less. And it's like, okay, dude. my screening activity class finished a bit early, so I'm already in the guilds in the room for the musical, which I got in. So I'm doing Carrie, and I'm part of an ensemble, which is basically just background, but very intense. So I'm like 2 hours early for the rehearsal, and I'm actually going to do a bit of work because I was supposed to do work this morning. I was going to go to the Toxic Library and extend my book because I'm a bit late, but I haven't read it. It just sat on my shelf for 3 weeks, like a lot of library books. But then I just sort of got lazy a bit and then had late lunch and it never happened. The wife of the restaurant owner wants to reduce the employees' hours, and I'm like, these are my only hours. Like, I only work here I only get paid for working 4 hours at this place, and you want to take away that as well? Like, my dude, you have so many restaurants back home in China. You already have so much money. It's 1 a.m, I'm back in the library basement, and I have an essay to do before, today, 2 p.m. The issue I've been having since, this week is, my laptop would not open certain apps, despite me just fucking pressing on it, and then the whole screen just began flickering black, then died, then I had a black screen of death, then I fixed it one day, the next day it was flickering again, then I updated it and I hoped it was fine, and then it flickered again. Thankfully, in between those blinks, I managed to move the notes for this essay and my dissertation on the USB so I can plug them in uni computer. But this piece of trash is not even that old, it's 4 years. And this just had to happen about 25 days before I need to send in my dissertation, which is at the moment still non-existent. I have maybe 20 pages of notes from 3 books, and I still had to read about 50. So there's still a lot of work to be done, and I don't have time to spend my whole day in the library. Like, I need this laptop. It's just... I've still not recovered from this whole dissertation thing, because what happened was I submitted 5,000 words, and the last minute I had to completely rearrange the whole dissertation contents because I realized I will absolutely not have time to include all the things I needed to include, so I'll probably fail, not probably, likely fail. So whenever the results come for that, I'll have to cancel the Ryanair tickets I got from my parents. Thankfully, I did not buy the accommodation yet, because I had an inkling that something like this will happen, and that will fuck up the thing that was not supposed to be fucked up. So most of the weekend and Monday I've been just in bed. I've still not showered and washed my hair. And I'm very mad at myself because that was one coursework that I could not fail. And for the most of the year, I didn't fail any courseworks. They were shit, very shit, barely passed, but they were in. And then the dissertation, the thesis, the biggest project of the year was not, which 99% means that I will not graduate in July, and I already bought tickets for a plane. Spring onions in Lidl. There were no eggs, there were barely any dairy products, there was barely any meat, which is why I both love and hate going to shops in the morning. And then I went to Tesco for the remainder of stuff, but then I wanted to go to halal shop to get chicken breast, but it was not open, and it was like 9, and I was like, it should be open. And now I'm gonna make kimchi pancake, just without the kimchi. I'm just gonna substitute tuna with it, because the Asian shop doesn't open until 10 AM, so